it's Tommy here and welcome to a brand new Liverpool transfer news update. And Christian Falk, the very respected Bundesliga journalist, has said that Bellingham would love to play for Liverpool and he should be going to the Premier League, according to Christian Falk, because he can always go to Real Madrid in 5 or 6 years. He has got a lot of time. He's still just 19 years old, still a teenager, even though he plays like a 24, 25, 26-year-old midfielder. And Jurgen Klopp remains the hope of Liverpool. He has been convincing in terms of his plans for the future for Bellingham, but Dortmund of course want a lot of money. If Liverpool can't bring the money in the summer, then Real Madrid will be in the driving seat according to Christian Falk, and Bellingham would like to play for Liverpool. This is the biggest update because his father, who is also the main character in this potential deal, Bellingham doesn't have an agent in a traditional sense. His father conducts his negotiations on Bellingham's behalf, and his father is also convinced that Bellingham would love to play for Liverpool. His father would like Bellingham to move back to England, and also he's a big fan of Liverpool and he's a big fan of Jordan Henderson, just like his son Jude Bellingham. And also Bellingham would potentially bring his brother alongside with him, and Dortmund has to get money for this deal. So that's the main argument. Will Liverpool have enough money in the summer to sign Bellingham? I'm pretty convinced that this is one of the reasons why FSG, the owners, aren't freeing up funds for Jurgen Klopp in this January transfer window, even though in my opinion that is a huge mistake because we are risking not finishing in the top 4. But it looks like Bellingham won't choose just a club for the money and for the prestige. He will choose a club when his heart feels right. And I think with Liverpool he has that emotional connection. We know that Trent Alexander-Arnold and Jordan Henderson has basically they have been buttering up Jude Bellingham during the World Cup in Qatar, and they have had a very close relationship with Bellingham. Bellingham and Trent are best mates, and Henderson is like a father figure, a role model for Jude Bellingham. So it's both good and worrying updates for Liverpool fans at this stage. To hear that Jurgen Klopp has convinced the teenager is great news for us, but it will all rely on money. Dortmund are not running a charity, they are running a serious business and a serious football club, and they want to get the best possible deal for themselves as well as Jude Bellingham. And it looks like FSG will back Jurgen Klopp, but not too much in the transfer market. And I think, as I said, it's a huge mistake that FSG are not willing to sanction a January transfer plus the Jude Bellingham deal, because I think with Liverpool's revenues we should have enough money to sign players. I mean, Chelsea are having a lower level revenues, they have a smaller fan base, and yet they are spending huge amounts of money. But look at Aston Villa, look at Wolves, look at Nottingham Forest. These clubs are outspending Liverpool in the past 2 or 3 years, which is absolutely ridiculous and unacceptable. Where is the money that Liverpool are earning? FSG, of course, want to run a self-sustainable football club. That's all fine and well. But when Liverpool have the highest revenues alongside Manchester United, and we are not even spending a fraction of what Man United, Chelsea, and the likes of Tottenham, Aston Villa, Nottingham Forest are spending, you have to question FSG and their motives. And Christian Falk also said that it's hard to precisely define Liverpool's transfer budget for the summer at the moment. They are expecting to finish in the Champions League spots because it's generally been achieved of late. But even if they don't qualify, they still have to spend some money. I think there is room around 250 million pounds with a war chest of 200 million without Champions League football. I think that's still enough to strengthen the team. Jurgen Klopp has to convince the owners to fund a move for Jude Bellingham, and if you get him, there won't be so much money left after, because Bellingham could cost 120-130 million pounds, but maybe Jurgen Klopp and Liverpool think there are not enough quality players available in the January transfer market. But as I said, it's a huge risk, because if you don't finish in the Champions League spots, you are missing out on revenue worth 60-70 million pounds. That's what usually Liverpool earn through the TV deal and the UEFA Champions League money. So it's a huge risk taken by Liverpool and Jurgen Klopp not spending in the January transfer window. And James Pearce provided some updates about what Jurgen Klopp said in his press conference. First of all, Darwin Núñez has a hamstring problem. He's not training, so he might miss the Brighton game. And then we will be stuck with, again, Alexis Chamberlain playing potentially on the left wing, with Cody Gakpo playing up front, Salah on the right. And when he was asked about the possibility of a January signing alongside Cody Gakpo, he said, I don't think so. I don't think we will make another January transfer. That's just the situation. It's my job to use the players that we have. At the start with Bobby Firmino, it was a little injury, 10 days, 2 weeks, but then Bobby felt something again, so he's not close to team training. So Bobby Firmino is not close to be back. Jota, Diaz are not close to be back, and to add Darwin Núñez to the injury list, that's 4 injuries out of the 6 attacking players that we have. Come on, do I need to tell you again the money story? Jurgen Klopp asked the hypothetical question. I asked the question. We just have to get through until the injured players come back from injury. The transfer market for us in this moment is not the solution. We cannot sort the problems like other teams are doing. We do it our way. We squeeze everything out. Basically, Jurgen Klopp is saying the FSG are not giving him money to spend in the January transfer market, which is an absolute disgrace. FSG, get out of my club. Sell Liverpool to owners who care and who want what's best for Liverpool. What's best for Liverpool is to sign a really brilliant midfielder in the January transfer window. Even if it's a loan deal, do something until the summer, until we will have, a more settled transfer market. This is absolutely staggering that FSG are not backing Jurgen Klopp in the January market, and Liverpool cannot sign a midfielder. Why did we sign Cody Gakpo? Probably because we have so many injuries, and also it was a brilliant deal in terms of the money involved, but we should be signing another midfielder alongside Cody Gakpo as well. And James Pearce said that Darwin Núñez is unlikely to be risked against Brighton. Bobby Firmino is still out, and that leaves Jurgen Klopp without 4 attacking players. And Jurgen Klopp said, I know in a dreamland you just buy players, and I don't see that coming here at Liverpool. We cannot sort the problems like other teams are doing, and I know it creates headlines, but we do it our way. We really squeeze everything out of the players. You know what? That shows, because our players are dropping like flies left, right and center. They are getting injured all the time, and that I think the Liverpool fans should be absolutely up in arms about this, because if anybody at boardroom level has watched Liverpool play this season, they would know that we are in desperate need of a midfielder signing. And if Liverpool are not signing a midfielder, then our season is done. We are not making top 4. We might not even make top 6 with the amount of brilliant teams there are in the Premier League this season. You cannot expect Milner, Henderson, Thiago, Fabinho to keep up with 23, 24, 25-year-olds who are running rings around them all day long, every week, since the start of the season. It's absolutely staggering what FSG are doing. And the inevitable Thiago injury is coming, because he is getting overplayed. And when that happens, we will be truly, royally done and dusted. And this club, man, under FSG, we are finished. We need new owners. And under FSG, we won't win another trophy, and we won't even finish in the top 4. It's absolutely depressing to see that Jurgen Klopp and FSG are not getting along with regards to signing a midfielder in the January transfer. And I'm sure that Jurgen Klopp would love to sign a 40-50 million pound midfielder, and there were even players available for less amount of money. Yet FSG are not backing Jurgen Klopp, and I said it all along that this will be the end of these owners. They will tarnish and ruin their legacy. They have done pretty well so far up until this point, but the continuous failure of signing the right players in the transfer market continues to deteriorate and result in the decline of this great Liverpool team. And it's really sad to see, because Jurgen Klopp deserves better. He has done so much for this football club, and he deserves to have a better squad and to have better players at his disposal to have a better chance of winning trophies, because with the right players, Jurgen Klopp has already showed many times that he's able to win against all odds, even against Man City. He can win Premier League title, he can win the Champions League, he can win the FA Cup, the League Cup. He won every single trophy. Why not back him in the transfer market? I don't understand. And what my problem is, Jurgen Klopp is saying we will sort it out on the training ground, we will work with the players. You had literally more than a month to work on the training ground, to work out the tactics, to work out what is wrong with Liverpool, and to come out of this winter break, out of this second pre-season with all guns blazing, firing on all cylinders, and attack the second half of the season. Yet Liverpool actually look worse than they did before the World Cup. What are we doing in the training ground that is going to change this around? Because it's the personnel, it's the players, it's the midfield options that we have. They are not good enough anymore. They can't keep up with the demands of the Premier League. They can't keep up with the pace, the intensity, the relentless pressure of Premier League football, because there are so many brilliant, talented attacking players in the Premier League, very young, energetic, very fast, skillful, and our midfield is old, slow, lethargic, burned out, whatever adjectives you want to use. You can use it. It's clear as day that they are past their best and they need help, and they desperately need help. We had a lot of time in the training ground and we look worse than before. So that's down to, I think, the likes of Henderson, Fabinho, just past their best, not good enough anymore. We need a midfielder at least, and we massively neglected the midfield, and it comes back to bite Liverpool, because in 4 years we signed one senior midfielder, Thiago, in 4 years. And we have seen Wijnaldum let go and other players leave Liverpool, and we haven't reinforced the midfield area, which potentially is the most important area of the pitch. Liverpool, when they were winning trophies after trophies, they had a very energetic, very high intensity, high pressing midfield, and now it's just a shadow. It's just a shadow of their former selves. And I absolutely cannot understand how we can find money to sign Cody Gakpo, but we can't find money to spend on the midfield, which absolutely desperately needs a reinforcement. And it looks like the Cody Gakpo deal was just too good of a deal to turn down for FSG, because it was, for the money involved, a brilliant deal. But when you have to maybe a little bit overpay for a midfielder in the January transfer market, then FSG are not willing to do it. You have to overpay for a midfielder, and even then it would be worth it, because it would help Liverpool and it would galvanize their season and it would propel us up the table. But FSG are not willing to do it because they are stingy and they are very, very frugal, and potentially they are just waiting for the club to be sold. We don't know what's going on in the background, but this is absolutely infuriating to me. Let me know what you think in the comments below. I just had it with these owners. I want them out, I want them gone, and now. Let me know what is your opinion, and thanks for watching. Have a nice day. See you later, guys. Goodbye.